And as you can see, it's looks quite good, right? I mean, the surroundings. Like you have a lush red carpet of grass all around you. This biome is not the same as the safe shallows because you have, I think they're called sand sharks over here, right? Yeah, sand sharks. And but there are lots of minerals here, especially if you are mining for things like gold. What else? Titanium, copper. So you can find them here. Also quartz. So this one we have on top. You also get lead. And I built the second base right here because it's near the entrance, so it is called like the Shroom Cave. So if you go down there, you know there are lots of other resources like magnetite, also large deposits of gold. So just to show you what it's like down there. So this is it. Okay, the only thing about this biome, this place, is that there are lots of like eels, predators. So we don't want to stay too long down here, not especially without either a prawn suit or a sea mammoth. Also, you tend to run out of oxygen. So we're gonna go outside again. And hopefully I'll get to show you what it's like here during nighttime. Because it looks good. Alright, so where to begin? This is the Cyclops. This is basically your floating base. This is your mobile base. And this is a huge like submarine-like vehicle. And it's about as large or as long as a Leviathan. If you don't know what that is, you can try to look it up. It's fun to run into one of those. You can customize the color. You can also customize the name. So mine is Marina. It used to be parked near my first base, but now it was
30 seconds.
shallow. It's a bit shallow. And it was hard to bring it. And anyway, this base is much closer to other deposits, other raw materials. So you can build lockers. I built a couple of gold and also for titanium. Let me just save this real quick. So this is lower deck, and you can see here this is the prawn suit. Prawn suit, you use it for going outside, drilling minerals, and it has good durability. Right? So it's like a mecha suit. Okay, yeah, and you can build other things here, mostly lockers and storage. Okay, so let's go up. Cyclops. The Cyclops is powered by 6 power cells. There are 3 others on the other side. You have an upgrade fabricator. So you have some of these like the depth portal, which I should really go ahead and upgrade as well. The docking bay repair module. I haven't gotten fire suppression system, mostly because I haven't gotten crystal and sulfur, and aerogel. For aerogel, I think I need kyanite, which is also something raw material for the thermal reactor module. No, I haven't got some of these raw materials, but I have found the entrance to the Lost River, which means I'm close to getting more upgrades for the Cyclops. I've built a bed. I haven't built a decoy, although this is useful for when you're up against really scary sea creatures and you want to distract them and get away. So this one, the prawn suit poster, is something that you can get from some of the wrecks. Fabricator, this one is more for general use, and I also built it here. This is the entrance to the prawn suit. Right. And you have here some upgrades like this one. The upgrade modules. I have a grappling arm. I have a suit drill arm. The drill is what you use to get to large mineral deposits, and you have the storage. Well, I've planted a lantern fruit tree here. So here in Subnautica, you don't necessarily just get to plant sea-based, flora. You can also salvage some seeds for land-based ones. The lantern fruit, which is good if you need to eat, like we do now. Our vital signs are showing the link to some. I don't know if the fruit responds though. I think it does. It should. It's a tree. So this is the main like control deck. This is where you can customize your Cyclops. This is the lighting for the internal lights, and this is the floodlights. If you think, well, for me, I usually turn it on because it makes me feel safer. But you just have it off because this is a bright bio anyway. There are some predators, but I think the only one that really matters is the sand shark. And even then, they're like derpy, so you don't have to be very scared of them. So you can basically see why they call the Cyclops a floating base, because you can build the stuff here. If you have enough materials and if you have some, you can cook here, for example. The fabricator can use for cooking food. If you have raw fish with you, I think you can also have water if you have like bladder fish. I think you should store bladder fish here. It's basically self-sufficient in a way. And if you need to go on a long exploration trip, then you can use that. So I'll take you to a tour inside the base itself. Maybe later on I can show the original base, but for now I'd like to show you this. So this is an alien containment tank, and a few subtle fishes here. You can actually like set them loose outside, but you can play with them, but I don't want to do that right now. They're attached to you. The thing is, when you let them loose outside, they'll follow you everywhere. Like, they'll follow you everywhere. And that means that even if you go into a dangerous biome, they will follow you. And I don't want these cute babies getting killed. One good thing about the alien containment tank is you can also plant sea-based flora here. Right? So, yeah. Recently, I built a scanner room, which scans stuff. Metal salvage, I've been searching for some, just for titanium, but I don't think there's any near here. Okay, so yeah, you can search for a lot of things using the scanner room. I built a radio here. Upgrades. My upgrades are mostly for the range. Just to enable the scanner room to scan over a greater area. Let's go. I should put labels here, but copper is kind of rare right now. This is spadefish, by the way. So yeah, this is the sea moth, and this baby is like the vehicle that I take when I usually take this because it's small, it's easy to maneuver, and you can recharge it here, no problem. The Cyclops is also good, but you gotta recharge the power cells first. It's big, it's clunky, and I usually just take it as of now when I need to use a prawn suit. So the upgrades I have here, I have a depth module that allows it to go down, I think 900 meters? Yeah, at least 900, which is good. So by the way, this, where we are right now, is called the Moon Pool, and this is the first thing that I built in this base because, it's best if you can park your vehicle somewhere when you need to stop. Okay, this is the medical kit fabricator, although we're not in danger of running out of first aid kits as of now. Another fabricator, the bed. I get some of these arcade toys. This is kind of like a picture frame. You can make them, then you can choose which pictures you want to go in there. Maybe I don't want to change the picture picture. That, by the way, is a picture of my bedroom in the original base, and that poster is a cute one that I found while salvaging stuff. So I have lockers here, and this is the filtration machine where you can get salt and filtered water. So salt is actually useful if you want your cooked meals to not go bad quickly. This is just a small aquarium, which I might find ironic. Like, if you're already in a big aquarium, you gotta make a smaller one. Then, you know. This blue cap was some random loot I found in a wreck. The Aurora miniature. So this was your ship. This is the ship that crashed on this planet, which I think is called Planet 4546b, if I'm not mistaken. And another toy. I wish they made different models. That would have been so much more fun. Then, oh, I have here some plants, second floor. You can see the other plants there. Planted above the moon pool and the solar panels. I've set up a bunch of lockers here as well. This was meant to actually be just purely a storage room. But I don't know, you know, I just found some plants and I went loco planting them. In any case, this room, which is called the multi-purpose room, you can stack them. So as of now, there are 4 of them stacked up on this side. And I can build some more on the other side. Yeah, there's just this big unused space right here, and I'm not quite sure what to do with it yet. I'll figure it out. Oh, it's almost nighttime. So yeah, I have a bunch of lockers here for the resources that I'm getting. This is a much more organized base, by the way, than the first one. So yeah, although we're getting too much resources as of now, so I've had to create more lockers upstairs. This is another alien containment tank. By the way, if you build 2 on top of each other, so they sort of combine, they stack. So each alien containment tank can contain 10 species. If you put in more than 10, some of them drop dead, and you don't want that because, you know, some of these are rare species. You can also breed fishes in here if you want them for food. You can't. Not all fishes here or fauna can be eaten, by the way, but some can. Like I was breeding Reginalds here just until a while back, but I had to stop because they were breeding so fast, and you know my locker was the locker where I stored the extra ones, the ones for food. They were getting quite. It was getting filled. I planted here some deep shrooms. You know, it's good because deep shrooms is something that you're gonna be using in some of your manufacturing some important stuff, and you can always get seeds and then replant them, and also gel sacks, so it's good to have them. Then rooting weed, you don't really use rooting weed for much of anything. It's good for aesthetics. This guy's called the crab squid, and it can EMP the shit out of your sea moth, like it can turn off electricity. Oh, this is the sand shark that I was talking about, and it looks like it is infected with something. Yep. There's, in this world, you're basically fighting like a bacterial infection, and that's what those green things are. So see here. So if you scan yourself, yeah, it's showing infected. I bet I have to do stuff. I don't know. By the way, all of the fauna that you are raising in alien containments, they're docile, so we don't need to, even if they're predators. Food. This is where I stored the Reginalds, and they just kept breeding and breeding. I'm like, okay, guys. Jesus. Okay, so maybe time to eat. Alright, so this is the last floor for now. Stacking too many, it's just, you know. This is a reinforced panel, which you need to do every time you build like a new structure in your base. Otherwise,
seek fluid intake.
It could get flooded. Okay, so let's go and get some water. Okay, 31 minutes of water. When you're
vital signs stabilizing.
When you're first getting used to this world and when you don't have too much resources yet, water is usually taken from bladder fishes, which are like, they're just air and cartilage or something like that. So yeah, but you can use a fabricator to make like water out of it. So yeah, this is my base at night, and it's quite good actually. I haven't had much visits from sand sharks as of now. I don't know why. Oh, by the way, this is the observatory. The observatory, interestingly, is considered a separate biome. So if you build one, for example, like in the void, I don't think the leviathans will come close to you. Let's get a regiment. Because, you know, this is technically like colonized piece of land or something. A piece of that biome. It's yours. It's no longer their territory. But you get out of that base and they're gonna run after you. So yeah, these plants are from like the deeper biomes. That's why they're so luminous, and that's why I love planting them because yeah, they're pleasant to look at. Not much use for a lot of them except for the deep shrooms and the acid mushroom. I love the bullbush. They look amazing. So yeah, that is it. And wait, let me just show you how this actually works. In cards. I think the music would change a bit if you go to the observatory. Yeah. There's a slight change. And usually, music changes, you observe them when you're going into new biomes. So, yeah. Just a fun fact. Anyway, I'm going to be cooking some Reginald. I actually have a thermal blade which allows you to cook fish instantaneously, but then they tend to rot after a while. So we're gonna go for cured foods, cured vegetables. And yeah, that's it basically. By the way, let's check out him. Oh well, it's morning already, but just so you know, the moon here in Subnautica is super big. We haven't had an eclipse in a while, but that was a bit scary for me at first because you know, you're so big, you're in a new world, and then it gets dark suddenly. So I guess it's so big, super big. That's the Aurora crash site. That's the life pod number 5 where we spawn. And we're going to descend slowly now to our base. I want to take a picture of it. But not minutes, but anyway. Oh, and one thing about this biome is that usually reefbacks pass through it. And you can get some resources, not a lot. There's a big salt deposit there. And that's it for my base tour, for the first base tour. I will take you on a tour of the original base in a later stream. But right now, I hope if you get the urge to check out this game that you do, please do. It's, you know, if you want to play marine biologist at this, you also can do that because, as you can see, you have here, for example, the indigenous life forms, the corals, you know. So like the fauna, carnivores, see here. I mean, it just gives you so much content, and this is an indie game, and it's so much fun to play. I'm just gonna wait for water to respawn again. How long? I'm not sure. It's 67%. Maybe I should just drink already. And there's always something new to explore. So right now, I think I'm gonna go and head onto the Lost River, and try to see what resources I can get because I haven't had much. You know, I just recently found it. It's a bit scary to go there. for sure. And the first time that I went there, it was the first few times that I went there was just to mark the entrance with a beacon. They have a beacon, right? Where's our beacon? I don't know if they ate it or something. Okay, sorry. It's supposed to be there. Oh, there. The Refold and then the Lost River entrance 1. I know there are at least 2 or 3 entrances. This one is just small enough for the Seamoth to fit in, so I'm still trying to find the entrance that'll let me get in with the Cyclops. So yeah, I think moving onwards, I'm gonna try and see if I can harvest resources like Hydnite, gel sacks, maybe nickel. I think nickel can be found there. I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this little base tour. Cozy base, you know, making yourself safe in an alien world, and I hope you get to try it. I hope you get to, yeah, try out the game and check it out. That's it for now. Bye.